Hey folks, Yogi here. Doing well, hope you're doing well. Thought I'd do a little West Bend update for you for June because a lot of things have changed. A couple places have closed down and some places are going to be opening up. So I just give folks that, maybe know about West Bend, live in West Bend, updates. And unfortunately, this is the first update, and it's not a good one. This was Soup Corner in West Bend. They opened about 5 years ago, and unfortunately, yesterday was their last day doing business. I have a feeling I know what the circumstances were. They're in a location matters a lot, and Soup Corner just happened to be away from a lot of the other food restaurants. They were on the north end of West Bend on North Main Street, and they just kind of there's not a whole lot up here that succeeds as far as a restaurant goes. It was such a small indoor seating area. I mean, there was probably, 10, 12 seats inside. And half the year, people can't sit outside because it's so cold. So I think that kind of did them in too, the fact that there just wasn't a whole lot of seating. I would pick up a ton of orders from DoorDash here, and I never had a problem with the people that worked here. It's kind of a shame because places like this, local businesses, are the ones who are affected the most. And these people busted their butts. They worked hard. To compare it with like a McDonald's or a Starbucks or, these places that unfortunately they're so big and people are so used to going to those places like a Starbucks, a McDonald's, they're never going to close, But a small place like this, a local business, these are the ones that generally suffer. I mean, there have been larger restaurant corporations that have failed, don't get me wrong, and gone out of business, but it's always the smaller local ones that usually are the ones to go. And unfortunately, Soup Corner was a victim of, like I said, I think location and just the fact that there wasn't enough seating. These ladies worked hard. They always were working hard. And when I go into these larger places like a McDonald's or you name it, the work ethic is terrible. But people still keep going back and keep going back and keep going back, And places like this where the people worked hard, had a good product, are the ones who end up closing down. And it's a shame. All those other fast food restaurants, regardless of how bad the help is there, it seems like they're always going to be around. But places that deserve to stay open, in my opinion, like Soup Corner that had good food. I actually stopped in here real quick and I kind of talked to one of the employees. They were busy, so I really I couldn't talk to everybody, but I just kind of said back there, thanks, it's been fun getting to know you guys and best of luck to you. And, I walked out of there and it was like kind of a bummer. Rest in peace, Soup Corner. This next closure in West Bend is AK Vitamins. This is in the Sendix building on 18th Avenue, just south of Washington Street or 33. And they are closing on June 21st. I talked to the owners there, and they just said something to do with leasing or something. There was a leasing issue, and they just decided to call it a day. So they have closed. They're going to be closing on the 21st of June. They were originally called Elite Nutrition. They were on South Main, and they moved over here, renamed it AK Vitamins, or actually I think AK Vitamins was the name before they took over that spot. That's a supplement they sell supplements and they make smoothies, stuff like that. And they probably thought at the time being next to Planet Fitness would really help as far as generating customers. But a leasing issue has got them leaving. And so that's our second closure for the day. It's the AK Vitamins Green Mountain Smoothie Company in West Bend, Wisconsin. I am now in downtown West Bend, and this place has been being worked on for quite a while. I can't even pronounce this. It's supposed to be a bakery and cafe opening. Gui Sikafaru or something? I don't even know how to pronounce it. How do you pronounce that? Anyways, this was an old, I don't remember the exact name. It started with an H. It was a paint company for a really long time, this building. And then there was like a soap company here for a while. And now it's called, something. Oh, Beautiful Flower? Is that what it means? Okay. So apparently that sign means Beautiful Flower. And this is supposed to be a bakery and cafe opening up at some point. I don't know when, but it's supposed to be opening up at some point. It's been being worked on for quite a while. So hopefully this will open up at some point soon. But this is downtown. It's on the corner of 5th and Main, across from Tenny's Hardware. So hopefully this place will be opening soon. And we'll move on to the next business. We are still in downtown West Bend. That building we are looking at is the Washington House, built by Balthazar Getter. And on the bottom there is now a new bar called Game Over. Now, this bar has been a bunch of bars over the years. More recently, it was 6th Avenue Barbecue Pit. Then it went from 6th Avenue Barbecue Pit to 6th Avenue Bar. They stopped serving barbecue. I ate at the barbecue pit actually once. It was very, very good. The prices were very, very high, and the portions were very, very small. I don't know if that had something to do with that not lasting, but the 6th Avenue Barbecue Pit ended up turning into just serving bar food and becoming the 6th Avenue Bar. Thanks, Harley guy. And now that's changed ownership yet again. On the left side over there, they have like a venue for concerts and stuff like that. And they used to have bands and stuff play. I don't know if they're planning on doing that anymore. I don't know what the menu consists of. I haven't been in there since they've changed hands to Game Over. All I do know is that particular bar, that location, has a hard time keeping tenants. It seems to be changing every couple years. So we'll see if Game Over can last for a little while longer. But that's another new establishment in West Bend, Wisconsin. Look what's back. Back again. The gazebo's back. Tell a friend. So the gazebo's back. Hey, it looks a little smaller, doesn't it? It does not look as big as the old one did. Unless it's just me, that looks a whole lot smaller. Let's take another pass at it, shall we? Maybe it's just me, but that gazebo looks a lot smaller than it did. I think it's a whole lot smaller. I don't know. Comment below, is the gazebo smaller than it used to be? Do you remember? Are you from West Bend? Or am I just losing my mind? I think it's a lot smaller. All right. Next up in West Bend, we have the former Family Video location next to Marco's Pizza. That's La Micocana? Homemade ice cream, that's coming soon. That's been coming soon for quite a while now. I don't know if there's issues with stuff going on, but those posters have been up there for quite a while, probably at least half a year. And it keeps saying that there's going to be it's going to be like, I guess, a grocery store, Mexican grocery store / ice cream place. So yeah, La Micocana. I hope I'm pronouncing it correctly. But that's going to be coming at some point to the former Family Video location on West Washington Street. All right, so you got a couple places that are currently being worked on to open up at some point. You got one place that just changed hands again, and you got 2 places that unfortunately are closing or have closed. So a lot of updates here in West Bend, Wisconsin. Oh my God. Oh, wow. Can I have some potato chips with my salt and vinegar? Oh my goodness. Wow. Holy cow. I don't know if I can eat these, man. They're just loaded. I mean, I like salt and vinegar as much as the next person, but holy crap. I can just see them. I just opened this bag. Look at how empty it is. I know stuff settles during shipping and all that stuff, but wow. And I can just see the ton of salt and vinegar in here. I like salt and vinegar. I like flavor, but holy crap. Oh. Ugh. It's like drinking straight vinegar. Oh, man. Uncle Ray's, man, lay off on the seasoning, will you? As I keep eating them. Oh, that's it. Oh. Wow. Oh. My mouth's burning right now from the vinegar. Holy cow. Ugh. I like Uncle Ray's, don't get me wrong. But that's overboard. Holy moly. Ugh. I need some soda to wash it down, man. I can't. Ugh, that was crazy. I know I'm a glutton for punishment. I'll try one more. No. Oh my God. Oh, that's too much. I prefer a chip that has flavor to a chip that doesn't have flavor, but that's way too much flavor. That is way too much. I can't eat those. Ugh. Uncle Ray's, man, I'll give you a kudos. You don't skimp on the flavors, but on salt and vinegar, you need to skimp on the flavors, man, because that stuff is way too strong. It's like eating up. It's like drinking vinegar and eating salt at the same time. Without potato chips. Oh. I think my sodium level just went up 6,000%. I burnt my mouth. Oh. Oh. Oh my God. Hey.